the 2010 version of the UTEP Engineering Homecoming Breakfast.
Good morning, everyone. Buenos dias. So pleased to see all of you here today. I have been coming to these breakfasts for probably 22 years, and I just have to say that the growth that I'm observing this morning, the size of this event, it's just so great, terrific. Thank you all very, very much for being here and for being active participants in the life of the College of Engineering at UTEP.
Dr. Shapoyster is certainly a man who leads from the front, so let me welcome Dr. Richard Shapoyster, Dean of the College of Engineering.
And I want to thank the chapter leadership for putting on this event again this year. This is my fourth homecoming breakfast here now at UTEP, and these last 2 years when the alumni chapter essentially took over this and made this their event, it's took on a whole new degree, level of enthusiasm and spirit that is really needed in the college, and really appreciate that. You know, homecoming is for you, the alumni. Homecoming is a time to reconnect with your roots. And for many of you, not only your roots in UTEP, but your roots here in El Paso. For those that are living here, all those, but I've talked to very many people that have come from a long ways away, as far as DC, to come to this event today.
You know, I'm very delighted to present to you Juan Odetta, Gold Nugget.
And the first person I want to recognize is Dr. Edwards. Dr. Edwards was the chairman of mechanical engineering when I first came here. And he gave me a job. I started working for him on Saturdays, taking care of his lawn. That's how I made my way through my first couple of semesters at the university. But he also gave me a job in the mechanical engineering department, machine shop. And eventually one day, about 3 years later, Dr. Lawaska came to the machine shop and said, "This is your last day in the machine shop." Figured out he was firing me. Instead, he said, "I want you to start teaching. If you want a job, that's it. That's the only job you have, because this is your last day in the machine shop." So Dr. Lewowski was responsible for me eventually spending close to 30 years of my life teaching engineering.
Tom Cardenas.
I used to hang around with these guys that I thought were good friends. They all went into engineering. But at the commencement exercise, it was customary to read out what university we were going to and what we were going to major in. And when it got to me, they said UTEP, piano scholarship, and I could see all my friends out of the corners of their eyes looking at me. They managed to corral me later, and they said, "You're not, are you?" And I did. So I ended up in engineering because of my friends, and here I am 39 years after graduating. Very proud to accept this award.
The third engineer graduated as a civil also, but he wanted to be a practitioner. He wanted to design, he wanted to plan. And so he became a consulting engineer and became very successful in that role. And there's a lot of chapters in the story of these three kids that met at St. Pius. Well, one chapter comes to an end today, right now, because I am the third of these three kids to receive the gold nugget from the College of Engineering. Thank you.
I'm very pleased to introduce you to Michael Elliott.
And not in a room full of engineers, I don't know if I can say this or not, but I particularly like engineering. Anyway, so that I was a little bit stuck. I said, well, I'm already 2 years into engineering, and I really don't know what to do. I didn't want to be a lawyer. I would have been a lousy doctor. So I said, well, let's go ahead and finish. And then I said, well, I'll get an MBA as well, because that'll give me a lot of choices, a lot of opportunities. I think I'm now a commodities trader, and our word is optionality. Is you make money through optionality, and it gave me options. And I ended up joining Exxon because they were looking for engineering MBAs. So hey, by serendipity, I landed in something that I liked.
Mighty, 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 mighty engineer, like every